So you think buying based on rarity, based on trying to get a good deal on a floor, is much better?
Well, yeah. Well, so my belief is
Wow.
you buy floors or you buy grails and you buy nothing in between. Because the problem about rares is there's not much liquidity to rares. Because rares are a very subjective thing. And now, of course, you can like say like, oh, well, mathematically, there's only 2% of this, so this is really rare. But the thing is, no one really cares in the end of the day. It's art. So people just want something that they kind of vibe with and looks good. Now, there are people like you, and so maybe you can make some money off that, but rares are never priced right. And so it becomes kind of a middle IQ trap because you're like, well, why is this really rare one, only priced 2x above the floor? It should be priced 4x the floor. And you might be right, but you're also assuming that NFTs are a rational market. So really, there's only two things that people truly buy, and that's the most expensive one and the least expensive one. Now, the least expensive one, that's you want to buy that if you're a flipper. If you're looking for liquidity, you want to buy it because the least expensive one you can immediately put on a market, you can get a sell. But the most expensive one, because they are illiquid, you can set a price to it, and people, you can wait. And if you ever, high conviction that you think like, well, this is worth, maybe the whole set's worth 10 ETH, but this should be worth 300 ETH, then you can set it for 300 ETH. And, there's a good chance that you might find a buyer if, you're either, you're patient enough.
Interesting. So,
So for example, I'll give you, for example, like toads, I think I spent 50 ETH when the floor was 1 ETH, and
wow.
that's worth now 900 ETH.
Wow.